Weirdo family. It's your Keeping It Real coach, Keisha. Thank you for checking out my videos. It means a lot to me. And if you are new here, thank you so much for checking out all my videos. Today is a topic that is near and dear to my heart. Today's topic is controversial. So prepare yourselves. Prepare yourselves. I was at my good friend's house. Her name is Melissa. And we talked about how you will poop yourself at least once in your adult life. Yep, I said it. You will poop yourself at least one time in your adult life. Now, let's just be real. You're not going to be just watching like some Lord of the Rings and try to clinch and say, oh, shoot, it just popped out and I had no clue. What really happens is you get that flu. You eat that questionable burrito from that questionable like catering truck, and you could have swore you saw a few mice and cockroaches frolicking in like the mist of the exhaust of the truck. But you ate it anyway because it was 2 o'clock in the morning. You were hungry. I don't have any personal experience about this one, but anyway, back to the story. You eat that burrito, and next thing you know, you're on your knees, clenching as hard as you can, calling Ralph, and you don't make it. We call that reckoning day. Reckoning days are coming, people. You will poop yourself at least once in your adult life. Now, how does that correlate with setting some goals? I'm going to weave a tale for you, and it's going to be about following the synchronicity. Synchronicity is a series of events that is the same, but it's over time. So it's like you go to the grocery store, you see something, or maybe you hear something. Then an hour later, you are at the DMV waiting to get your license renewed, and you hear the same thing or you see the same thing. Later that night, you're cooking dinner, and on the TV, the same thing is said, or you see the same thing. That's synchronicity. We follow that. So when you see something that is repeatedly the same over different situations in your life, pay close attention and follow the synchronicities. Myself and my mother were driving. It's about a 4-hour drive, and we stop frequently to use the restroom, get water, what have you. Every time we would get out of the car, we would see a dirty pair of underwear on the ground. The first time we saw it, we're like, somebody just dropped their drawers like in the middle of the street. We went to the store again, get some water. You know what we saw? Some dirty drawers. Like, I'm talking about bacon stain. Like, they had a little problem. Then we stop at this rest stop in the middle of the 99 freeway. And you know what we saw? The biggest pair of underwear. I'm talking about so big you fold them under your neck like you're folding a flat sheet. And in this pair of white tidy whities was the largest turd I have ever seen. I turned to my mom and I said, reckoning day came. Reckoning day came. They did not make it. And the kicker was the restroom was literally 10 feet away from that pair of dirty drawers. So, if you follow the synchronicities, I think that this was telling me to plan ahead. Plan your route ahead. Give yourself enough time. And namely, if you don't think you have to use the restroom, just go ahead and use it anyway. So, how does this relate to a goal? When you set a goal and you see repeating things over and over, you are on the right track. follow those synchronicities, even if it's a pair of dirty drawers everywhere you go. Now, this was not an isolated day. This happened to us pretty much every time we traveled, and we were delighted. It was the funniest thing that we could have ever seen. And I'm talking about draws of all walks of life, from the smallest pair to the biggest pair. It was amazing. I followed those synchronicities so hard. It's not a game. Not a game. But in life, we have four kinds of people. The first kind of person, I call those people the defeated. The defeated are people who have given up on life. They live day by day, they have no goals, no aspirations. And if they do have goals or aspirations, they're fleeting. They have no desire to pursue that particular goal. It's just like, it would sure be nice if I took a bath. It would sure be nice if I painted my house, but they have no intention. Those people are the people who have given up on life. And while they're still alive, their goals and dreams are completely dead. The second person we have is the victim. You know who you are. I said it, the victim. It's the person, oh my gosh, why did that happen to me? Oh my gosh, if only I got that promotion, my life could be just amazing. If only I had that amazing partner. If only I could go to college, on and on and on. Cry me a river. If only I had XYZ, my life would be on and poppin'. Victim. All day, day. They make no effort to try to advance in their situation, and they just want to complain about it to anybody who will listen. Oh my gosh, I have a splinter. And but they don't want to get the tweezers to pull that splinter out. They just want to complain about it. And if their lives were just great, they would just be able to do all of their goals and dreams. That's the victim. Some of you people might be talking to you. You might know some people who are just like that. And if you are entertaining them, you are enabling their victimhood. The third group of people are the people who I call the dreamers. These people are increasingly optimistic. It's actually most people, a lot of people fall into the dreamer category where you might be saying, ooh, when I lose that 50 pounds, I'm going to go snorkeling. When I get out of this terrible situation, I'm going to become an actress. When I have that last baby, or when that last baby goes off to kindergarten, I'm going to do some great things. So you'll notice that the reoccurring theme is when I have this, when I do that, my life will be on and popping. Well, guess what, folks? The wins will keep coming. You'll get that promotion at work, and then it's going to be, well, when I save enough money to buy a better work wardrobe, then I will insert anything. When my last child graduates from high school, then I will insert whatever. When I learn better deep breathing techniques, I will hike Kilimanjaro. I don't know. You know what I mean. The wins keep happening. So then you hike Kilimanjaro, your last kid graduates from high school, and you save enough money to buy that dream work wardrobe. Well, then you just insert more wins. Then it's going to be, well, when my children are out of college, when I hike the Mount Everest, when I get that expensive pair of shoes, or I build my work shoe wardrobe, then I will insert whatever. The wins will always be there because you'll keep creating more. It stunts your goal planning or even goal meeting, because you're so focused on when something happens that never happens, you're not able to advance in your goal. Then you say this goal planning stuff doesn't work. It's because you're approaching it in not the best way. And that was me all the way. When I do XYZ, then I'm going to do ABC. But then I got cancer and my wins were gone. So don't be like me. Start now. Don't let a devastating illness. Now, don't feel bad for me, everybody. It worked out. I'm still alive. This was circa 2015. It took me a couple years to be cancer free, but I lost a lot of time because I was 35 already when that particular situation happened. I lost years of my life being a dreamer. I was very optimistic, but when insert anything happened, then I would. So my goals were nothing but a dream. The fourth person, we call those people the manifestors. These people say, my ideal situation may or may not be here. I am neither optimistic or pessimistic. I just am. I have these goals and I'm going to do it now. And I'm just going to be happy and excited about my goals to come. And I'm going to make the best of what I have. I might not have everything I need to be successful, but I'm going to be successful anyway. I'm going to work on these goals anyway. Even if I'm lacking something, even if I'm lacking confidence, money, opportunities, support system, situation, I'm still going to move forward anyway. So I was in a desperate situation. The physicians did not expect me to survive. It was pretty bad. And I said, you know what? If I'm going to die, I'm just going to do whatever. I'm going to have a great time. I'm going to work on some goals. I'm going to say that cancer currently for me is irrelevant because whether I live or I die is not the point. The point is, I'm going to be a better person as long as I am allowed to live. Now, I know this topic is a little morose, but you can think of some situations that you have been in or are in that are devastating. And I'm asking you to move forward anyway, because we are not focused on the here and now, we are focused on our amazing lives in the future. So it's better to be a manifester because the defeated, the victim, and the dreamer are stagnant. They may have small amounts of movement towards meeting their goals, but it's so insignificant that it's unnoticeable. Manifestors, we don't care about the goal. That is like the cherry on top. We care about the experience and who we are and our character building on the way to meeting the goal. And then once we meet the goal, it's like, woohoo, party time. Where is my little Sunday as a consolation prize? Next goal. So, my reckoning day wasn't I almost pooped myself. But hey, you never know what could happen. My reckoning day was getting cancer. What's your reckoning day? If I had planned ahead and made some changes in my life, my reckoning day would not have been getting cancer, even if I got it. It would have just been another day. So think about your reckoning day. And if your reckoning day was you actually pooped yourself, hey, we're all on our way anyway. You just beat us to it. So follow the synchronicities when you see them. Set your goals. And I do mean any goal. Doesn't matter what goal it is. Set your goal and think about how awesome am I going to be? I'm going to be dope meeting this goal. So one of my goals was to hike the Rim Trail in the Grand Canyon. It's 14.25 miles. My chunky butt struggled to walk 2 miles. So I said, well, I'm a hiker. I got the hiking gear on the cheap. Like I converted my backpack myself to the strap that goes across the chest and across the waist. I got a nice pair of hiking shoes, and I would just with my hiking pole walk down the street. I live in suburbia. I live in suburbia. Walk down the street because I'm a hiker. I hike. Then I would go to different places hiking all over California, having the best time. My sister started hiking at her house, and in May of 2022, we walked that entire rim trail. Had the best time. I felt amazing. But it took consistency, discipline. I was unmotivated for most of that walk. I didn't even want to do it. I was so tired. But I'm a hiker, so hikers finish their hikes. So the person that I became on the way to meeting that goal was the point because I take those characteristics with me now everywhere that I go. And when something is hard, I think, I just walk. My chunky butt just walked 14.25 miles. I'm just dropping mics all over the city now at this point. Like, I walked 14.25 miles. What'd you do? Anyhow, weirdo family, until we meet again.